Welcome back to the Explainer. So, over our last few sessions, we've been building this really comprehensive picture of how Python connects to databases, right? We looked at tools like Alchemist CI and PyMongo. Well, today we're diving into Alembic. This is the dedicated migration tool that basically completes the Alchemist CI workflow. By the end of this Explainer, you're going to understand exactly how to manage your database structure over time without, losing your mind or your data. Let's get right into it. Think about this for a second. What actually happens to your database when your application's code inevitably changes? Because as your app naturally evolves, you're going to add new features. Maybe you need a whole new table, or maybe just a simple extra column for something like a user's phone number. How do you handle those database tweaks as your codebase grows? If you try to maintain that structure by hand across different environments, well, it quickly becomes an error-prone nightmare. We really need version control here, but not just for our code. We need it for our databases. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 5 key areas. First, the missing piece. Second, the evolution problem. Third, Alembic mechanics. Fourth, the team workflow. And finally, number 5, best practices. Okay, let's start right in with section 1, the missing piece, filling the SQLAlchemy gap. Now, unlike Django's really fantastic out-of-the-box system, SQLAlchemy deliberately focuses solely on the ORM part, the object relational mapping. It actually requires a completely separate tool to manage any database changes. But here's a fun fact, Alembic was created by the exact same author as SQLAlchemy. So they were specifically designed to interlock perfectly, kind of like a giant puzzle piece, to give you reliable, structured migration capabilities. So what even is a migration? Basically, think of a migration as a secure way for your database to catch up to your newest code. It's a description that details exactly how the underlying structure, your tables, columns, relationships, how all of that needs to shift to properly match your freshly updated Python model definitions. Moving right along to section 2, the evolution problem, why migrations matter. Imagine you're adding a new feature that needs a new column. Without a proper migration system, relying on manual SQL updates across every teammate's local machine, the staging environment, and the production server is literally a recipe for disaster. Keeping all those environments in perfect sync by hand, it's practically impossible over a long timeline. I guarantee you, someone is going to forget a command, and your application is going to crash in production. Which brings us to section 3, Alembic mechanics. Let's look under the hood of database version control. Getting started is actually remarkably fast. With just a simple pip install of Alembic and then running the alembic init command, the tool automatically sets up everything you need. It drops in alembic.ini configuration file in there, which maps out your database connection, and it creates a dedicated versions folder. That folder is exactly where all of your future structural changes are going to safely live. Now, when Alembic creates a migration file, it always gives you 2 distinct functions. Upgrade precisely describes how to apply your new change, like, say, adding that new column. But just as importantly, downgrade describes exactly how to properly and safely reverse that exact same change. It's a brilliant pairing. It allows you to move your database structure safely forward or even backwards through its entire history entirely as needed. At this point, you might be wondering, well, how does it remember where it left off? So Alembic specifically maintains a dedicated tracking table directly inside your actual database. When you run the apply command, Alembic checks this internal table so it knows precisely which pending migrations still need to be executed and which ones have already been successfully completed. It's totally seamless. All right, section 4, the team workflow, from laptop to production. Say we want to add a phone number column to a user's table. This step-by-step workflow right here is your golden path. Step 1, you update your Python code in the Alchemy Psyche model. Step 2, you run Alembic with the Autogenerate flag to compare your code against the current database structure. Step 3, always manually review the generated file. And finally, step 4, run the Alembic upgrade head command to alter the database. Because these migration files are literally just standard Python code, you commit them directly to version control, exactly like the rest of your app. When your teammates pull your latest code changes, they simply run that exact same upgrade command. And just like that, instantly, their local databases are perfectly synced to match your exact structural changes. Everyone is working from the same known state. It's a real game changer for team collaboration. Let's wrap things up with section 5, best practices. Safety first in migrations. So, if Alembic can automatically detect changes and auto-generate these Python files for us, is that automation completely foolproof? Can we just blindly trust it and skip straight to upgrading the database? The short answer is absolutely not. It is not foolproof. Auto-generate is incredibly convenient for sure, but as a cautionary tale, it can sometimes confuse a simple column rename with a command to drop the table entirely and recreate a new one. I mean, if you blindly applied that to a production database, it would result in complete, unintentional data loss. No way do we want that. This is exactly why experienced developers always manually review the Python file by hand before applying it anywhere. So to summarize your workflow rules for safety, first, always review the auto-generated code by hand. Second, commit it to version control so your entire team stays in sync. And third, make the upgrade command an automated, absolutely crucial step in your actual production deployment pipeline, rather than treating it as just an optional manual afterthought. Your deployment script really should be the thing automatically running those pending migrations. When we look at the big picture here, by thoughtfully pairing SQLAlchemy with Alembic, developers using lightweight frameworks like Flask and FastAPI get the exact same powerful, reliable data management that full-stack tools like Django provide by default. You get total control, and it's cleanly separated across two expertly maintained packages. And that successfully closes out our look at relational databases. But, it leaves us with a fascinating, kind of provocative question. How do data and structure operate in completely non-relational spaces? Specifically, spaces optimized purely for extremely fast, entirely in-memory storage. Well, we'll be answering exactly that as we dive into Redis in a future explainer. Thanks so much for joining me today, and keep exploring.